Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. Shalom. All glory, honor, and praise is due only unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, along with the bishops, Wazaquanium, who rule and teach the church well. Salutations to the elect. House of David Bashad Dawadah, which is a spiritual house, Vocamalone, being raised up in these last days, consisting of lively stones, the 144,000 in service to prophets, and the remainder of the remnant, made up of men, women, and children, believers, those among Israel who have been given this gift of faith. They too will be delivered from the destruction that's coming to Babylon the Great, and that's what's coming, total and complete destruction. Compliments of Vladimir Putin and an assembly of great nations via the intercontinental ballistic missiles and the chariots of the Lord, the ships. Headline of Al Jazeera, put up today, Wednesday, January 29th, 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and of Esau's destruction and judgment. Doomsday clock is now 89 seconds to midnight. What does that mean? All right. And what it means is, we're at the end of Esau's world, right? The end of his age, the end of his rule and reign over this earth. Okay. As it's written in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Let me read it verbatim. Give me just a second. All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, right? Esau. All right, the end of the world being the age, okay? Because the world's not going anywhere, right? This earth ain't going nowhere. The earth abides forever, all right? For Esau, okay, the so-called white man, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So what this means is we at the end, baby, all right? The Lord's about to come back, all right? Yahweh Shai, not Jesus the Christ. Yahweh Shai is coming back with the holy angels, all right, and they're going to be riding on chariots, all right, the ships, which you dumbasses refer to UAP and or UFOs. The doomsday clock is a symbolic timepiece showing how close we are to destroying our world with dangerous technologies of our own making. Yeah, well, how this world's going to be destroyed, okay, or how Esau is going to be taken out of power is through something that he created himself, the ICBMs, the missiles. Oh man, hold on. Let's get it. Another milk scripture. Let's go to Isaiah. All right, chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Right, goes to the nuclear scientists on the earth today, right? And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. All right, so the Lord gave Esau, Edom, okay, the ability to come up with this weapon that's going to be his undoing. All right, that's how cold Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is. All right, this is a promise to the elect of Israel, right? In verse 17, Israel is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You're the Lord's chosen people. You are the Israelites, right? To include you speckled bird brothers and sisters. Isaiah 54 and verse 17, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, right? So this is not going to prosper against the Lord's chosen, okay, against his elect men and against those believers. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, right? Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord, okay? Because it's the Lord's righteousness that clothes us. We don't have no righteousness, all right, in ourselves. Okay, all our righteousness is what? Is as filthy rags. Once again, quoting the prophet Isaiah. For the first time in 3 years, the bulletin of the atomic scientists, BAS, moved the doomsday clock forward about 1 second to 89 seconds before midnight, signaling a heightened risk of global catastrophe. It is the determination of the Science and Security Board of the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists that the world has not made sufficient progress on existential risks threatening all of humanity. We thus move the clock forward. Daniel Holtz, all right, Amalek, all right, the chief of the Edomites, right, the Amalekites. Daniel Holtz, chair of the organization's Science and Security Board, said during a live streamed event on Tuesday. Continuing on, it says ongoing threats from nuclear weapons, climate change, bioweapons, infectious disease, and disruptive technologies like artificial intelligence have brought the clock to its latest time in 78 years. Yep, these are all things that Yahushua himself spoke of, and so did the rest of the prophets, right? These end time signs, right? War, famine, earthquakes, pestilences. So like you repeat myself. This Bible app wants to play a Pandora advertisement every time I open it up. Fucking Satan. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And that's all we hear about in the news today, right? If you have your spiritual ears, open or perked up, and you have your spiritual eyes open, all right, that's all you see and hear of, all right, wars and rumors, all right, reports of war. I mean, they fighting in Syria, they fighting in the so-called Gaza Strip, they fighting in the Ukraine, they're fighting in parts of Iraq, all right. We're already in World War III, okay. Babylon the Great is rumored to be going to war with China, all right, the Moabites, okay. Wars and rumors of wars. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? Because we still got a little ways to go. All right, it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be, verse 7, famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So all three of those things are going to be taking place all throughout the four corners of this earth: famine, pestilence, and earthquakes, right? America's getting ready to go through a severe famine. All right, not only a famine of hearing this word, all right, Amos chapter 8 and verse 11 through 13, but a physical famine, a shortage of food, a shortage of water, okay? Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. That's where we are in the prophetic timeline, man. We in the beginning of sorrows. We in Jacob's trouble, man. Jacob's trouble ain't coming. It's here, okay? The doomsday clock is a symbolic timepiece showing how close we are to destroying. Oh, wait a minute. To destroying our world with dangerous technologies of our own making, according to BAS, a Chicago-based nonprofit organization that controls the clock. It describes it as many things all at once. It's a metaphor, it's a logo, it's a brand, and it's one of the most recognizable symbols in the past 100 years. The closer it moves to midnight, the closer humanity is to the end of the world. They don't understand the end of the world. The end of the world is the end of Esau's world, his age. We just read about it in 2 Esdras chapter 6 and verse 9. Okay? The part of the world, the part of the earth that's going to be destroyed completely is America. All right? Babylon. All right? Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right? The kingdom, remember, the kingdom of heaven will be established upon this earth. All right, it will be, according to 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, a kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we're all looking forward to. Us as the hopeful elect, we want a kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness, man, because this place is totally unrighteous. It's totally wicked. All right, because the wicked are in authority. Right, and that's why everyone is mourning. Even Edomites out here, so-called white people, plain Jane Edomites, are mourning and languishing. Okay, so this earth, needs new rulership. Okay, righteous rulers, righteous judges will, be set up in the very near future. Okay, to enforce the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Apocalyptic threats could arise from political tensions, weapons, technology, climate change, or pandemics. All right, and it goes on to tell you how the clock is set. We can keep reading this. It says, the hands of the clock are moved closer to or farther away from midnight based on the scientist's reading of existential threats at a particular time. BAS updates the time annually. A board of scientists and other experts in nuclear technology and climate science, including 10 Nobel laureates, discuss world events and determine where to place the hands of the clock each year. And ultimately, it's the Lord doing this, man. He's the one moving us closer and closer to the day of doom we read about in 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 43. All right, you people are about to be destroyed, man. You Edomites here in America. All right, 2/3 of our own people. All right, you Israelites and the heathen that don't want to leave. Okay, you about to be destroyed, man. All right, thus say the scriptures. Thus saith the Lord. The bulletin is a bit like a doctor making a diagnosis, the BAS website says. We look at data as physicians look at lab tests and x-rays and also take harder to quantify factors into account, as physicians do when talking with patients and family members. We consider as many symptoms, measurements, and circumstances as we can. Then we come to a judgment that sums up what could happen. It's like if leaders and citizens don't take action to treat the conditions it adds. Well, there's no avoiding, all right, the end of this age. Okay, Bible prophecy. It don't matter what steps you take or what changes you initiate. The end is coming, man. The end is here, man. Hold on. I believe that's Ezekiel. I didn't have that lined up. So I'm going to have to look this up. Let's see. Yep, Ezekiel chapter 7, right? This is Ezekiel, the 7th chapter. And I'll just pick it up in verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh, came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord, power unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee. Verse 3. And I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense unto thee all thine abominations. And mine eye, verse 4, shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So when these things really begin to come to pass, you unbelievers, you're going to know that this is the hand of the Lord, man. You're going to realize that, but it's going to be too late for you. Okay? Verse 5, Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5, thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh, and evil, and only evil is come. An end is come. Verse 6, the end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. So we're at the end, man. All right? We are at the end. And even these godless, atheist, so-called white people know it. These Edomites. All right? And the elites of Esau, all right, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the Warburgs, the Oppenheimers, and it goes on and on and on. They know it's coming. All right? That's why they're already in their bunkers. All right? They're going to try to escape the judgment of the Lord, but that's not going to work out for them. All right? Revelation chapter 6 goes into that. Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, goes into that. All right, the Lord's men are going to be turned into hunters in the very near future, Lord willing. That's us, beginning with the elder apostles, a great millstone on down. All right, and they're going to hunt down you goddamn vagabonds, man. All right, you fucking degenerates. And they're going to, and Lord willing, again, this is us, put your asses into slavery. I don't want to rock this out. You was edified. Shalom.